Here's the strong voice of Enjoli Moon. Raised in Richmond, Enjoli is founder of the Africana Independent Film Festival and a film curator at VCU's Institute for Contemporary Art. Her other projects include the BLK RVA Tourism Initiative, Le Dîner en Blanc, the Give Black Richmond platform, and the Jackson Project about Jackson Ward. With her story of finding space for creativity and connection, this is the strong voice of Enjoli Moon.
My son Jonah is a creative soul. He's a dancer, he can draw, he writes plays, and he's only 17. But me, well, I'm 40 and I can barely draw a stick figure. And it's fair to say I'm not in any way an artist in the traditional sense. As a teenager in the 90s, Richmond was still underrealized and not really an outlet for creative expression. I and most of my friends were trying to find our way out of here. So the irony is not lost on me that creativity has become the primary focus of my life and this city. I'm a curator and I use film to build relationships. Relationships that hopefully expand our narrative of Blackness, creativity, and connection. And doing this work for me wasn't planned. And it wasn't school or cinema that placed me on this path. It was actually a restaurant. At 20, I started working at Croaker Spot, a Richmond dining institution. And in my decade there, I grew to understand not only the meaning of legacy, but also how Black entrepreneurship intersected with cultural expression and an economic responsibility to your people. True to that spirit, even after I left Croaker Spot, it was the owner who told me not to hand off my vision of a film festival because I felt intimidated, having zero experience in film. His encouragement and financial support pushed me to make Africana a footprint of Black creativity on the Richmond that was emerging. We could all feel a new, vibrant energy running through our city, but I and most of my contemporaries also noticed some of the spaces carried some of that old Richmond energy with it. Without always meaning to be, they were segregated. And honestly, how do you authentically connect with people you don't know and have never really talked to? So I started to see Africana as a space to forge some new connections. We welcome crowds of Black creatives to art venues, introducing broader groups of Richmonders to circles they may have been missing, but with people who share their interests. That same perspective also drives my work at the Institute for Contemporary Art. It's in this fresh space that I want to represent people who typically are left out of art institution conversations, connecting that space and its art to the community. Truth is, Africana and ICA would not have had a place in the Richmond of my youth. Today, though, along with so many others, they weave the tapestry of what we're becoming. And there's so much more underneath our surface. But we do need people to invest in getting diverse ideas off of the ground. That's one of the reasons BLK represents so much to me. I mean, what does it look like for a city built by Black hands to elevate and celebrate Black life, culture, history, and entrepreneurship? And what does it look like for three strong women leading an equal partnership to unite people over food, champagne, and music with Le Dîner en Blanc? These initiatives feel essential to me as a Black girl from Richmond. By creating and sharing space with people we typically miss and developing real relationships with them, we lay the foundation for an even stronger city for myself, you, Jonah, and the next generation. Together, I trust we can help Richmond get the shine and respect that it and we deserve.